You're right. For Rubio, nobody expected anything against Golovkin. So, almost a freebie in terms of how the boxing world looks at you. All right, let's see how it plays out now. Dirrell 27-1-1. That one came on Premier Boxing Champions back in April against Badou Jack. Now, some guys would approach the follow-up fight saying, I've got to blast this guy out of there. And some guys will look at it and say, well, I just have to do some good things and build throughout the course of the fight. What do you think would be the most effective way for Dirrell to handle this?
You know, for Dirrell, I think it's a feeling out process. I don't think it's something he comes in there with it set in stone that this is what he's going to do, because you got a seasoned veteran in your hand who's been knocked out, but who's also knocked out 51 men. So you know he's going to punch. Now, just jab, start putting punches together, the body and head, start making your opponent. If you feel loose, go ahead and let those punches fly. Let's put those combinations together. Just like that. Very nice indeed. But more crisp and more engaged than he did in the first against Badou Jack.
All right, we'll revisit about 4 rounds in. Good right hand by Dirrell, putting some pressure on Rubio. And shades of Golovkin there, just taking shots and not firing back.
Stop. Good job.
Yeah, when Golovkin takes the shots and doesn't fire back, I think it's because he's trying to get other people to fight him, to make himself look vulnerable.
So Dirrell enjoying some early success against Rubio, and he saw that right hand telegraph, so it did not get in. Left hook and a right hand by Dirrell. So Rubio trying to get close to Dirrell as we get to the end of round 1.
Stop.
Here's a look back at that first round. The big right hand.
Thank you, Rick.
Jab straight through the gloves. Right hand right around the side, straight to the chin.
Thank you, Lauren.
Dirrell following it up with another jab cross on the jab cross, backing Rubio into the corner. Dirrell having a phenomenal first round.
Stay there. Marco, stay around, stay there. Go!
Second round, Anthony Dirrell, Marco Antonio Rubio at 168 pounds. Dave Bontempo and Joey Varner with you here on Premier Boxing Champions in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Bring him up, Anthony.
Body shot by Dirrell.
You know, the referee's warning Anthony, telling him to bring up the punches, but if you look where the shorts are of Rubio, they're covering his belly button. So I think that the belt line will be fair game.
Based on the way those trunks are, everything is an illegal shot.
Yeah.
Hey, it's where it fits, and if you can buy a little space. Most referees have it pretty well pinpointed, though. And they will note before that certain area is too high. Here comes Dirrell. Good shots on Rubio here. Jabbing a right hand. Rubio, who took on the 160-pound king, and Golovkin moving up to 168. Looks a little slow.
He looks a little slow. He also looks a little soft in that midsection.
As if it a guy that ate his way up to 168.
We saw a few weeks ago, Antonio Tarver ate his way up to heavyweight.
Jab and a right hand by Rubio. Good two body shots by Dirrell. And then two more.
I think that's the third or fourth time Dirrell this round has gone down to that body with that same combo. Best in the body early.
Good body shot again from Dirrell as he sees an opportunity. And you get a sense, you're Dirrell, guy moving up, whether or not it's been a fluid move up for him. And again, investment to the body. Always a good return.
Be careful. Stop! Good job, good job. Good break, guys. Good break. Way to get out of there. Go. Stop! Stop!
So as we get to the end of round two in this one, it is Dirrell and Rubio are workmanlike.
Stop! Good job, guys.
Back at some of the action from the round. Nice right hand by Anthony Dirrell. And there's the jab to the body, the cross to the head, following it up with a nice hook cross. And again, another overhand right from Dirrell. The jab to the body, the overhand, the jab cross. And you see Rubio kind of smiling, egging him on. But he's not doing one thing, and that's firing back. Another look, jab to the body. There's that body work. Investing in the body early.
Can't miss there.
There's the big target.
It's a money pot for him.
Second down. Let's go second. Third round. Third round.
Third round action. Anthony Dirrell and Marco Antonio Rubio. We're boxing champions. Dave Bontempo and Joey Varner with you. There's Dirrell trying to load up on Rubio. Good right hand by Dirrell. Jab and a right hand. Body shots by Dirrell. Can't miss to the body and head.
No, Dirrell certainly can't. You know what? Every time Dirrell lands something good, a good shot, Rubio doesn't fire back. He makes a face. He drops his hand and kind of raises his eyebrows to say, I'm still here. I'm still here.
If you were judging the fight for your first time, it would be easy to find out how to do it. Okay, that one hurt him. That one hurt him worse. Looping right by Rubio scores. Dirrell waiting on Rubio, letting him come to him. A little puzzling after he's been taking it to Rubio. You sense he's trying to set some kind of a trap. Good uppercut by Dirrell.
Dirrell is doing a phenomenal job of chopping down that body of Rubio.
And that sets up the follow-up. Big shots on Rubio here. Good body work by Dirrell. Using the body to set up the head, using the body to slow his opponent.
And using that body to take away a lot of the snap and pop from the punches.
Marco, pick him up, Marco. Break, 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 break clean, break clean, break clean, break clean. Good job.
And so they continue to work in tight. Two good shots by Dirrell. Rubio not firing anything back. And have to address that if he wants to stay in this fight to get to the end of round 3.
And here he is, Anthony Dirrell. The big jab cross connects, follows in with the hook, and just unloads a hook cross. The last hook misses, and you see Rubio posturing. That didn't hurt me, I'm still here. So Dirrell says, all right, well, I got something else for you.
Part of the good crowd here. Family members come out. Jamie McDonald brought his family. We saw them earlier. He had a win against Tomoki Kameda.
Second, fourth round, Anthony, stay back. Marco, fourth round, stay back, go back, go back, go back. Good job. Go.
Round 4, Anthony Dirrell, Marco Antonio Rubio. Two guys trying to forge a rebound trail after the last fight. Dirrell lost his last fight, his only loss to Badu Jack.
Be careful, Anthony.
Relinquished his title back in April. And Marco Antonio Rubio lost to 160-pound king Gennady Golovkin.
Stay up, Anthony.
About 11 months ago. Now in the division,
Be careful over there.
the names are Badu Jack, DeGale, Abraham, Andre Ward, and Fedor Chutinov. Top 168-pound guys.
The top, of course, being Andre Ward.
Now, the fortunate thing for Dirrell is that he had the connections to get back in a high-profile battle after losing his title. But he has to maximize that. He has to have a lot of good reviews and people buzzing about it.
Absolutely.
This fight increases the impact of your last fight.
Right.
If you have a great fight, they say, that Badu Jack fight was a little bit of a fluke. Yep. If you don't have a great fight here, it's, well, see what happened against Badu Jack?
Yeah.
It started it.
Yep. And Dirrell's off to a great performance early. I think really to keep that momentum, to get his name back in the mix, to deserve the spotlight attention, he doesn't only need to continue fighting this way. I think he needs that exclamation point. I think he needs to put Rubio away.
Uppercut by Dirrell. Did abrasion around the left eye of Rubio. Could easily convert into a cut. Two well-placed jabs there by Dirrell.
Rubio landed a nice shot there too. Back Dirrell to a corner, fired a hook, And you see it got the attention of Dirrell. You know especially it did because Dirrell made the face like, oh, he didn't hurt me.
It made Dirrell more animated. And Rubio enjoying a glimpse of success. And then Dirrell landed 2 good shots to the head and 1 to the body. So round 4 is one in which Rubio and Dirrell were more engaged.
And there you see a big left hook. Right hand from Rubio cracks Dirrell. Dirrell circles out, sticking his tongue out, saying, I'm fine. But you know what he really said there was, all right, you got me.
Don't let it happen again. Round 5, Anthony Dirrell, Marco Antonio Rubio, hooked up, scheduled for 10. Super middleweight division. Nice leaping right hand to start things by Dirrell.
And Dirrell's attack, it's been basic, but it's been effective. It's been really the jab cross down the pipe that he's landed, the jab overhand right, and then the jab cross or the cross hook to the body. Those are really the 4 combinations that he's gone to, and he's done it extremely effectively.
Is Dirrell being too patient, or is he being cagey?
Cagey, definitely cagey. Look at the way he's putting his combinations together. He pops with the jab, he pops, he goes down to the body with the jab, comes upstairs, the 1-2, steps back, goes to the body with the cross hook. I mean, he's got a good cadence, he's got a good rhythm, he's established a set of tools that are working very well for him.
There's a nice hook moments ago by Dirrell. Good jab, and you can see him using tools to try and walk Rubio into a trap.
Yeah.
Rubio reloads and comes straight at Dirrell. He's the perfect opponent for Dirrell. 3 good shots by Dirrell. Rubio says it was low. Both complaining about headbutting.
How about you? We're good, we're okay, we're all right. Okay, here we go, Go!
Careful how you tap after those headbutts.
Yeah. Tell that to Victor Ortiz.
Against Floyd Mayweather. Tapped up with Mayweather and got caught. Of course, Mayweather was en route to stopping him anyway.
Yeah. No delaying the inevitable. That was the last we saw of Victor Ortiz, wasn't it?
In major spotlight, yes. There's Dirrell. Double pumping. Keeping the jab out.
You know, it's funny. This is Dirrell. He's got 22 knockouts, and he's cracked Rubio. And so it just puts into perspective the punching power of Gennady Golovkin.
It certainly does. Because Dirrell has nailed him And Rubio has stood up.
And there's that body attack. Jab, hook to the body, a 3-punch combination. You see right there the clashing of the heads. And there's Dirrell just peppering Rubio with that jab, going to the body with the jab, the right hand, really just having his way with Carlos Rubio. Excuse me, Marco Antonio Rubio.
Second down. Anthony, 6. Stay back there. Marco, 6. So stay back there.
We start the second half of the fight. Anthony Dirrell, Marco Antonio Rubio, Dave Bontempo, and Joey Varner with you on Premier Boxing Champions, coming away from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Rubio's coming out a lot fresher.
He's had some kind of a second wind.
Yeah, he really did.
Attacks Dirrell, gives Dirrell something to react to. Dirrell pot shots him, making use along the ropes of a punching opportunity.
Marco, pick him up.
Dirrell taking his shots, but not gambling.
No, he's I wouldn't call him cautious, but he's just being very methodical and systematic in his approach to this fight.
And shows the lefty look and goes southpaw for a second here with Rubio. Now for Rubio, it opens up a right hand. What does it open up for Dirrell in terms of a strategy?
Well, you know what? I'm actually wondering why he did it. He's been so effective for the first 5 rounds into this fight. He's landed the majority of his punches he's put out together. He's found a nice flow, a series of combinations that he's landing at will. So I'm just wondering, is he, frustrated that he hasn't done more damage with his punches, that he's maybe trying to find as he switches back to orthodox, but I'm not really sure why he did that. Maybe we talked about Rubio coming out fresher this round, surging. Maybe just switching to southpaw slows Rubio down, makes Rubio reassess stuff, so Dirrell can then switch back and take control of that momentum.
Maybe very well what happened here. Otherwise, if you're Rubio, you insulted the guy is all of a sudden toying with you and going lefty. The thing about Rubio, he is the one coming forward, but Dirrell has made it obvious that he has the angles down and can score.
One thing to note too is the referees gave 3 warnings to Dirrell, telling him to keep his punches up.
Be on the verge of losing a point. Keep going.
Stop! Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And here we see Rubio stalking forward. Nice jab, cross, hook, overhand right upstairs to finish out the round from Anthony the Dog Dirrell.
Round 7, Anthony Dirrell boxing effectively against Marco Antonio Rubio in the super middleweight division. Dirrell is 27-1-1 with 22 knockouts. The former champion at 168 pounds. Both of them play to the crowd a little bit.
You see Rubio press forward with the combination. Nothing significant landed, but the crowd gave a reaction as if something did. And Dirrell, instead of looking at Rubio or trying to fight him, he looks at the crowd and shrugs his shoulders like, what did you guys see? Nothing landed.
And Rubio is looking at him like, well, if the shoe fits, they must have seen something.
The question is, did the judges see it?
We'll get an inkling of that 4 rounds from now. Indeed, we go all the way. Dirrell trying to change the atmosphere himself and in the arena. Good left hook there by Dirrell. Nice right hand by Dirrell. Rubio comes in. Well, he's the perfect straight man in this act.
Yeah, right.
He comes right at Dirrell. Dirrell gets all the accolades for it.
Dirrell was looking for that uppercut on the inside, but it was Rubio that found the home for it.
Dirrell goes to work after the break. Short little shot by Rubio. Dirrell just keeping busy here, putting one glove in front of the other. If the guy goes, he goes. If not, pile up points.
And you know what? He's cracking Rubio. I mean, he's hitting him with good, solid shots to the head and body, but they don't seem to phase Rubio.
Brings up a point for next round, which will hit. This one is in the books.
Stop! Thank you, sir.
Here we see Rubio coming forward, leaping in with the hook, but he eats a short right hand for his effort, lands the hook, nothing significant. And that's the one where the crowd reacted, and Dirrell looks at the crowd like, what are you guys talking about?
Want to be on TV? Something about knowing the camera's on you, it changes your persona.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
Go!
We start round 8 of this super middleweight contest. Anthony Dirrell on the left of your screen, 27-1-1, 22 knockouts. Marco Antonio Rubio, 59-7-1 with 51 knockouts. Dave Bontempo and Joey Varner with you, our premier boxing champions from Corpus Christi, Texas. Now, Joey, in the last round, based on the body language from Dirrell, we got the sense that he kind of felt that Rubio was going to be here for the rest of this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what, at what point does it become disheartening for Dirrell, who's like, I hit this guy with everything but the kitchen sink, and he keeps coming forward?
And what precipitates that? What kind of a point of a fight like this do you just get the sense that I'm not going to finish him? Is it just something that settles over?
you know, it's about literally this point, that 7th, 8th round in a fight that you've controlled, you've dominated, you've hit this guy with everything you have, both to the body and the head, landing vicious body shots, but the composure of your opponent hasn't changed. He doesn't look any worse to the war. His legs are still under him. He's still coming forward. At that point, you just gotta kind of say to yourself, I'm just gonna have to keep teeing off on this guy. He's gonna be a human heavy bag for the remainder of the fight because he doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
Then the key point for guys is that they stay busy and don't have a concentration lapse. Okay, I can't put this guy out, but you still have to put points up because you just don't know.
Right, exactly.
You're looking at Rubio, he's breathing heavily, but he's still coming at you.
Still throwing punches.
Four nice jabs by Dirrell.
Pick him up, Marco.
Rubio gets 3 shots in. Dirrell tees off to the body, finally gets a right hand to the head in.
As soft as Rubio's midsection looks, I'm really impressed. And our sound's gone too.
Continuing to put the pressure on is Rubio. But can't get there.
Good job, guys.
Between rounds 8 and 9. Couple rounds to go.
Anthony, 9. 9.
And we start round 9. Scheduled for 10. Anthony Dirrell, Marco Antonio Rubio. Dirrell has had the advantage right throughout. First fight since the loss of his 168-pound title at the hands of Badou Jack. And he has been sharp.
And I'll tell you what, not to take anything away from Badou Jack, but had this Anthony Dirrell shown up that night, he would still be wearing the gold.
So what does it take sometimes, and what do you learn over the course of a particular fight? And we've seen guys emotionally go downhill, especially a guy 30 years old after the loss of his title.
That's not the case tonight.
Which is maybe the biggest victory that Anthony Dirrell.
And actually a very tough series of events for the Dirrell brothers, because his younger brother, Andre Dirrell, also lost his last fight. So back-to-back losses for the brothers. You know, when you lose, it hurts, but when your brother loses, well, it hurts just as much, especially when they're so close.
9th round action with Dirrell How's your scorecard look through here?
I've got Anthony Dirrell pitching a shutout, 8 rounds to nothing, 80 to 72.
Satisfying type of a performance for him.
I would like to see the exclamation point, but at any point, you know, he's dominating this fight thoroughly.
Rubio has given a game effort. His move up to 168 from 160. Been a difficult one. But he's bringing the action to Dirrell. Dirrell has been counter-punching and boxing effectively as we get to the end of round 9.
There you are. That's right. Yes, sir. This is the last one. We're not going to touch him until we're done, okay? We won't touch him.
They're best
Last
for
round,
these guys.
We're not going to touch him until
What
we're
would
done,
you
okay?
tell
We're just gonna
Rubio?
walk.
You know, at this point, there's only one thing to tell him. You're losing and you need a knockout to win. This is the point. He needs to sell out. He needs to go for broke. He needs to leave everything in the ring. Don't come out. Don't try to set up a combo. Don't feel it out. Don't be slick. Don't be fancy. Come out throwing everything with bad intentions. Find his chin. Touch his chin. Put him to sleep, or you will lose this fight.
All right, so does Marco Antonio Rubio have a touch of sleep? As he battles Anthony Dirrell. Double jab by Dirrell. We assume that he has a huge lead on the scorecards.
Break. Good.
And it's been the step up for Rubio, and he has looked slower at this weight class than at 160. And that has benefited Anthony Dirrell.
You know, it's funny, Anthony Dirrell's allowed himself on many occasions to get backed into the corner by Marco Antonio Rubio, excuse me. But it is Dirrell who, once he gets backed up, he's the one landing. He's the one getting off. He's the one finding the shots. Rubio has failed really to put anything together once he's been able to back Dirrell into that corner.
Double jab by Dirrell, right hand. Rubio trying to close ground. Body shot by Rubio. Left hook by Rubio. Dirrell tying him up.
My fault.
Good body shot by Dirrell and a right hand by Dirrell as well.
And I'll tell you what, kudos to Rubio, not just for the headshots he's taken, but he has eaten some body shots, man. Dirrell has sat down and ripped that body for 10 rounds now, and Rubio looks fine. He hasn't flinched once, he hasn't backed away from it once. He's still coming forward, his legs still look strong.
So if you're Dirrell, when you come out of this, you say, well, the guy was one tough hombre.
That's it, right? That's the assessment.
Rubio trying to score with the right hand, does not get it through. Anthony Dirrell cruising to a victory as the crowd roars its appreciation. Final bell sounds, and this will be win number 28 for Dirrell when they add up the cards. Taps it up with Rubio.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's a matter of academics now.
Did you give Rubio any rounds?
Good job.
I would have given him one. Maybe he was competitive in a couple of them. But not enough to put the issue in doubt.
Yeah, for me, there was a few moments where he was competitive, but it seemed like Dirrell just snatched those moments away. Just as they emerged, Dirrell was just as quick to shut him down. Either way, I have no doubt in mind that it's a victory for the dog.
So they'll pile those cards. And then we'll get to the final numbers. Should be a Dirrell walkover, but you know, this is a good effort by him. And the sharpness and the key emotional component that he had. Some guys, after they've lost their title, can't get up the same way unless it's for a title again. This could be a trap kind of a fight. But we don't think Dirrell was trapped at all. So just moments away from getting the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the official decision to go, your three ringside judges, Levi Martinez, Owen Schellenberger, and Glenn Crocker, all see the fight exactly the same at 100-90. For the winner by unanimous decision, Anthony "The Dog" Dirrell.
So the only suspense was whether Rubio would get around, and he didn't. Across the board.
A dominating performance by the dog.
After what you just did, do you feel like you're in position to go after a world title again?
Definitely. I had an off night when I fought Badu, but everybody's seen tonight, you know, I was to my jabs, straight punches, and I was moving, and I was really catching them. So definitely, I deserve another shot. Groves, Jack, let's go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here's a look at
So Anthony Dirrell will put this one in his win column.